Good morning! We're here at the Chapin Pass Trailhead, way up on Fall River Road, and we're just below the Alpine Visitor Center. It's maybe another mile or two down the road, and we're going to go for Ypsilon Mountain today. Ypsilon Mountain is a really popular hike because it's such a fantastic mountain, looking at about 4 miles out with a 2,400 plus foot elevation gain, something like that. Starting here at the Chapin Pass Trailhead at 5:45. After that initial incline, you're going to arrive at this trail split where if you want to do the mountains, you want to take the right. Don't keep going straight, you're going to go down to the creek. This is going to be an amazing hike today. I can already tell. We should have perfect weather, very little wind, clear skies. Yeah, this is going to be fantastic. I am excited. We're getting up there pretty quick. This trail's pretty steep. And then right there in front of me, that's Marmot Point. You can access that just a little further up Fall River Road, and that thing has some magnificent views from the top. And then just over there to the left is the Alpine Visitor Center. In my previous CCY video, I encountered a blind guy that did Chapin, and I'm not understanding how he did this part of the trail. This is like crazy right here. We're up here to the next trail split. You got a couple options. If you go to the right, that's a little bit longer. That trail skirts Chapin Mountain and then drops down on the Chapin Chiquita saddle. If you go to the left, this makes a beeline straight for the Chapin Chiquita saddle. And that's the way we're going to be going today. That guy is massive. I mean, that rack has got to be, how many feet you think that is? Just lengthwise. 4 feet at least? That's huge. And we've actually got kind of a problem here because these other guys are right on the trail. There's at least 3 of them, 4 of them. I feel like Top Gun. Make that 2 pair, 4 bogeys. I'd say those guys are maybe 20 yards away. No, go the other way, guys. Don't start coming this way. That's a spectacular shot. We're probably in danger right now. We probably need to back up or something. I'm about ready to sound the whistle. Normally, I would never hike off the trail on the grass in this area. However, we really don't have a choice. This is relatively dangerous right here where we're at, so we're going to bypass these guys. We're going to hike up and around the trees here and just give them a lot of space. Alright, we went around the elk. They can have the trail. This is their home. Alright, crisis averted. And the adventure continues. We just broke through the trees. And that's going to be the saddle there right in front of us. And up here on the right, looks like we have some deer. then this is the trail connector. Straight ahead is where that other trail dumps in, and then off to the left is where you split off if you want to go do Chapin. We're making our way up the west slopes of Chiquita. And this looks worse than it is. It's not too bad. Right here at about 12,800 feet is where we're going to split off of the trail and start skirting the summit over here to the left. We're approaching the Chiquita Ypsilon saddle, and we're at about 12,800 right now. And we're up here to the Chiquita Ypsilon saddle. We found a good spot out of the wind here on the Ypsilon Chiquita saddle. We kind of dropped down a little bit. We're just gonna chill here for a minute, eat some food, take a nice little break, because literally 12 people in a big old group just went by, and they're all heading up Ypsilon. So we're gonna let them get a little bit of a head start, do their thing, and then we're gonna head up here in a few minutes. We just hit 13,200, which means we have about 300 left. That's looking down onto Spectacle Lake, one of them anyway. I'm going to be doing that one this year, hopefully. And we're only about 200 feet from the summit of Ypsilon. And this is just an awesome hike. There's a little wind up here, but it's not bad. There's epic views the whole time. We're real close to hitting that summit, folks. It's right there. Oh, as I'm tripping and slipping. Alright guys, we're up here. This is going to be the summit of Ypsilon Mountain. Alright, high five, nice job. Boom, got it. Mark that one off the bucket list. Standing up here on the edge of the summit of Ypsilon Mountain. And this thing has some of the most amazing views. And I believe that pretty lake down there is called Fay Lake. I'm going to go ahead and say that's a PLL. That's a pretty little lake. We're just sitting up here enjoying this summit. There's no one else even up here right now. This weather is amazing today. There's virtually no wind up here. And as I pan around, way out there to the right, that's Mirror Lake. Right in front of me, that's Desolation Peaks. And then you got the Raywas out there with Clark Peak as the highest point. I don't know if you can see the lake, but that's the Long Draw Reservoir. And then up above them to the left, Diamond Peaks. And we move on over to the Never Summers. Got the Noku Crags, Static Peak, Mount Richthofen, and then wow, just the rest of the Never Summers all the way down the line. That is amazing. I don't know if you can see it, but down there below, kind of by the snow, it's the Alpine Visitor Center. Way out there in the distance, there's a bunch of 14ers sticking up. And as I pan over, you're going to have Mount Ida, Mount Julian, I think that's Teratoma Mountain. And then looking over in this direction, you're going to have Flat Top, Hallett, Taylor Peak, Chief's Head, Pagoda, Long's Peak, and Mount Meeker. Sitting up here in the Summit Fort, and those mountains out in front of me On the left is Fairchild, in the middle is Mummy Mountain, and then way out there, that's Storm Mountain. That's looking at Mirror Lake way out there. You can see Mount Ikoko sticking up on the left, and then it ramps up to Comanche Peak on the right. So what do you think of the summit of Ypsilon Mountain?
Awesome.
Yeah, it is awesome.
One and done.
One and done, and what a beautiful day.
I did it.
Oh yeah, you did it. There are 2 summit registers up here. I already put a card in the first one. The second one looks like a mess. So, boom. I'm just going to hit it with a card. It's just past 10:45, and we sat up there for almost an hour. Beautiful summit, perfect weather. I could sit up there all day, but we do have to head back. So it's time to go. When you're coming back down this thing, stay up on the ridge and take it on over for a while. It's real easy to get sucked down and start hiking down the slope, but it's not where you want to be. You want to take it over here and angle it down the edge pretty much the exact same way that you came up. I would keep going across the top until you see this rock right here. That's looking up at Batman Rock, and you want to descend right here. We're on the trail. We're nailing this trail on the way down. I mean, if you can stay on this, this is your best way. It's all cleared out through here. It's well marked. I mean, look at all those cairns right there. We're almost back down to the Chapin Chiquita saddle, and that's where the trail split is. You can see the high trail up here. That one is longer, and you can see all the rocks that it goes through. So we're not going to be taking that way. We're going to go down the way we came up, and that's down the middle there. That's called the Valley Trail. And as you can see, that one doesn't go through any of the rocks. That's looking back at what we did. On the right, that one's Chiquita. And then you can see the saddle way up there. Then we took it on up to Ypsilon. And we've made it back down to the Chapin Pass. To the left will take you down to the creek. To the right, we'll take you back to the trailhead. We're making our way down this final section, and we're about ready to be back to the car. It's about 1:15 right now, so that took us almost exactly 2.5 hours to get down, and I believe it took us about 4 hours to get up, but that was with lots of breaks. We were taking our time. I was filming elk. We're back down to the trailhead, and my GPS says that it's 11,050 feet or so. And then this trail sign says that it's 10,640. So something is not right. We're back, and that was a great hike. Sometimes everything just works out perfectly, and that was today. Beautiful summit, beautiful weather, tons of wildlife. That was just a great hike. Hope you enjoyed it, and until the next one, y'all, peace.